Welcome to Dice Buddies, where we sometimes know the rules, usually aren't in a murder, but are always here for you. Today's buddies are Tori Pence, Christina Rockwood, and Tanner Ralph. And now the man at the helm, Kevin Helps.
So the three of you stepped into a location that you actually don't know strictly where you are, but you know you're far enough away that an elephant screaming on one side of the portal cannot be heard back at Aratad.
Solid.
One of Jiska's iterations briefly peeks her head in just to make sure you got here safe, but then she pops back out.
Bye,
goes
Jiska.
back. With orcs, you know what? You don't need to know about orc physiology. That could have caused problems. That's the thing. So you get here, you were greeted by a halfling. She's got, I didn't think about her physical description. Describe her for me, Christina.
Tiny little halfling, I'd say maybe with long, dreaded red hair.
Dreaded red hair. Love it.
I'm down for that.
Cool. All right.
Dreaded like I dread to see it, like no,
the
or like
dreaded
dreaded
red
like
hair.
like dreadlocks.
The red hair we've all been fearing.
Like if she was some kind of villain,
Good
her
synonym
dreaded
power.
hair.
Any questions?
I
11.
assumed. Okay, good. Thank you. Hello.
Although the red dreads, they're working for her. She's
Yeah,
doing
I
pretty
must say that it feels a little exotic, so I'm down.
Yeah, that's
Hello,
cool
ma'am.
look.
How's it going?
So she greets you, and as we described back in, I don't know what episode we're recording right now, but in the previous episode.
6? I think we're in 6 now.
Yikes. Look at us. We're 6.
We're 6 again.
Or not. Don't pay too much. Whatever the title of the video says, that's what episode this is. Probably 6, though.
I think so.
Right around there. Yeah. Sounds like a good guess.
Yeah, all right. So that was important. That was a good use of my time there. But yeah, you've got like I picture a roller coaster flying around. Like people are just in, we don't have roller coasters, but they've got like mine carts that have just been levitating. There are people going around, they're going wee, and so it's sort of like a Disneyland-esque atmosphere, but in a fantasy story with tons and tons of magic, which is unusual in this society. And so you've got people who are like they're at carnival booths and they're like conjuring animals and like throwing stuff at them because we don't care about animals yet. That's several
Except for me.
decades in the future.
I
That's
care.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
we got somebody who does.
I'm
too.
also being half elephant, kind of like that's a little weird.
The treatment of your half people.
Just gonna take another sip of this God's blood.
Okay. And since
Just
you've
forget.
taken God's blood, and you too, if you took yours,
Yep.
you will both have advantage on spellcasting checks,
Oh.
and people resisting your spells will have disadvantage for the next hour.
Look, I'm feeling a little peer pressured, but I need everyone to know that I don't succumb because peer pressure is stupid.
Cool.
I care about my health and safety.
That's it.
As always.
That's this episode's theme right there.
That's smart.
Yes.
Cool.
Even though I'm still working us.
So
I wish
along
I had that
comes-
same attitude.
Let's roll the sexist dice. Hold on. A Goliath gent actually shows up. He's got his hair all like combed down, sort of. It's jet black, and it comes down like to his chin on the one side, and it's combed over. He's wearing like these neat black clothes.
Awesome.
He's pasty faced,
Ooh.
and 2. His hotness is 2. He comes up. I can't remember how I did Nordic, so it'll be a new Nordic. Hey, good to see you here.
Hello, fellow human whom I am determined to care for.
I'm not a human. I'm a Goliath
That's
like you.
a good point.
Kind of insulting, but anyway.
I apologize. Look, I'm having some, working through some things.
Notice you've been a real wet blanket to your friends there. If you wanted to take some God's blood, I've got some for you. Come on, all the cool people are doing it.
See, about this, the cool people, I'm assuming, are not an establishment that you are part of. I mean,
How dare
I'm
you?
sorry. That
You
was.
can see by my hair and dress that I'm pretty cool. I'm kind of just gothic, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, you were cool in 2004. And that was. Look, I'm sorry.
By our calendar, that was 3,000 years ago.
Yeah. Oh. We are in the year 5000.
We're in the future.
5004. I just made it canon just now.
Oh snap!
Look, look, that 2004 style is definitely coming back, and you're working it.
Wow, your knowledge of ancient fashion is truly impressive. Have some God's blood.
I don't want any. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, but I'm a little allergic.
Fine. You know what? You should smile more.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. Ooh. So can I grab this Goliath by the neck?
Yeah, you're just trying to like roughhouse him?
Yes, I just
so
grab him by the
check.
scruff of his neck.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's a 13 plus athletics, you say?
Yeah.
18.
He just rolled a nat 20.
Son of a butt!
And so as you're coming in to grab him by the neck, he actually pivots his body and it turns into a hug.
Nope. Can I cast Mage Hand and I slap him in the face?
Nice. Just use your magic to do it.
Done,
Right.
yes. Cool.
Are we seeing all of this?
Yeah, you can apply 5 pounds of
I
pressure.
clink
so
my
this
God's blood glass here. With
Actually, no, I don't slap him.
wait.
I Mage Hand and I stick my fingers up his nose.
Full stooge on
I
him.
go full stooge on
All
him.
right, give me an attack roll. Also, that marker's going to drive me crazy. Can you just push that onto where Zach used to be?
Bye, Zach.
Zach's not here because he's becoming a blue shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I roll? That was a 4.
Oh, I looked at it as a 14. I was like, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's because I slammed my hand on the table in actual righteous anger.
Nice. All right. So, yeah, you try to mage hand up his nose, but you just whiff it. He doesn't even notice. Then he leaves like, I'll catch you later, sweetheart. And then he wanders off. Because sometimes it's just not fair. Sometimes you don't get your justice or your retribution.
It's so true.
So
life.
Such
Gidge
is
leaves
life.
and you're already looking for companionship?
No, okay. I need you to step. Come here, Elephant Man. Come here. Where's your God's blood? Give me your God's blood.
Okay, there you go, yeah.
I chug it.
Nice. This is going to be your first dose of God's blood, so go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
14.
Okay. So God's blood, as both of you have had time to acclimate it, I actually don't remember how you encountered God's blood. Give me a brief telling of that story.
So basically, because of my parents' ties to the mafia and drug dealing and whatnot, should we refer to that? Should we start over?
Mafia's fine. It's a crime family.
Okay, what about the drug dealing part, though?
Oh, no, that's fine. They're drug dealers.
Okay, cool. So just being... Okay,
thumbs
we're
up
going
from
to
the
thumbs
producer.
up.
They're drug dealers.
So with my parents' involvement with the crime families and all of that, it's just been kind of assumed that because we've been involved in such, back alley dealings and whatnot.
You were a user, not just a pusher.
Right, yeah. I definitely started using it while I was around it.
The elves have mastered the use of God's blood. So the way that Anna was introduced was most likely very safe. The elves know what they're doing. And so you've built up through a carefully regimented program as an elf, like an immunity God's blood. You're probably well aware of how much you can take. I mean, they tell you not to take any, but you probably have a good knowledge of how much you can safely take without causing too much lasting harm. Yeah. It's going to be less so. This is your first dose ever, am I correct? Yeah. So how'd that Constitution save go? Or did I not have you roll it
16.
yet? 16.
So
that's
knowing
actually pretty
that-
good.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
pretty
feel
good.
too
Oh, shoot. If I knew all of that, would I have willingly... You know what? I gave it to her.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's
It's happening. And
it's a
I'm
heated moment.
angry enough to chug a whole
thing-
goblet
She did demand it. I
of
mean,
God's
yeah.
blood.
Well,
Goblet.
I've been sipping at it, so it's probably half full.
Call it God's blood.
Top
Goblet.
it off and give it to me.
Well, you turned down the full one. No,
Shush.
you stole it from me.
So the whole deal with God's blood is it dramatically heightens your senses to a point that's going to be unsafe and confusing for
love it.
Grenadine
I'm
because
so
you're
excited.
going whole hog. And so you're just like the room becomes so much brighter, the noises become so much louder. Your tongue has a really funny, like the mushroom taste. You can identify like 14 distinct flavors in it.
Can I
you're-
hear Gidge's voice talking to me?
What is
Do
it
I
saying?
hallucinate anything?
Sure. Yeah,
'Cause
give it to me.
I feel like
Do you want me to
sometimes-
give you a hallucination?
Yes.
Okay.
Should we record Zach at a later
exactly
time
what I want.
and
That's
put
what you just-
audio
input
over?
Zach audio here. No, okay, I got it. So I can do the Gidge voice. Check this noise out. I'm Gidge. Are you all wondering how I channeled him so perfectly?
I feel like with the God's blood, this could be a very realistic way she's hearing it.
When
Though.
your hearing is this attuned, that's what Gidge sounds like. Grenadine,
Hey, Gidge.
I've never appreciated you as a sister.
You're so right, Gidge.
The Blue Shadow. It's my family now.
Oh, no.
I went there to find Grandma, but what I found was family.
Gidge, I'm your family.
I'm
Gidge.
singing a song to
Gidge, you
you
know.
because I am Gidge.
You know.
This is my music. I sing up to the ridge.
Sing right now.
Grenadine, I don't like you no more,
I don't like
no
this.
more.
No.
So I think you should leave my life and close the door. That was exactly like that.
So how much? She took way too much.
Fall to the
I
floor.
think she took a bit too much there.
Sobbing.
So,
just sobbing relentlessly, and I grabbed the nearest like goblin-sized person and hugged them to me.
Nice. There are a fair number of halflings around. So
Cool.
you grab, give me an athletics check. Just make sure the halfling can't break away from you.
7 plus 5.
You got it. They rolled a 5. So you grab a halfling. It's
How hot?
it's a male halfling, and the hotness rating is a 5. The thing is, you think to normal eyes, it might have been like a 12 or 14.
Yeah,
even,
but
when
right
you
now-
have really heightened vision,
Yeah.
you can see every
I
individual
see
pore.
every pore, and I don't care right now, because I need somebody to be my Gidge.
Okay, so what we've done here, we use a little movie magic to play a game called Drunken Rampage, where Grenadine has fallen under the influence of God's blood.
Gidge! Gidge!
Hallucinated her brother, her
Gidge.
adopted brother, excuse me, and
Where
can't
you
have to
go?
emphasize adopted.
Right, right.
Gidge, come
And
out.
so we had our producer and then
Grenadine,
the
you just
other
need to stay
two
calm.
characters write down things that Grenadine has done while intoxicated, and we're going to come back to that in a second. First, we're going to advance the plot a little bit. So, the halfling with the red dreads who gave you God's blood and indirectly gave you God's blood. So, Jiska says she's been talking to you about the Dragon Dawn.
Who this? Who this?
Dragon Dawn. Oh, yeah. The Dragon Dawn.
Yeah, we believe in the correct allocation of the talents of mages.
I pick her up and I trade her for the halfling on my shoulder.
Roll athletics.
I'm not good with big words. What do you mean by allocation?
11.
She's too quick for you. Like, I'm flattered, but I'd actually rather stay on the ground.
So I
Thanks so
keep
much.
chasing her during this conversation.
Okay. But
Did you roll a D12 for that? Oh. I saw the D12 with 11. I was like, oh, man.
so anyway, sorry. Could you have your friend stop trying to grab
Come
me?
here.
Grenadine.
Hey, Grenadine.
Hey, you need
Gidget, I
to
need to hold you close
calm
to me.
Okay, I put my hand on her shoulder and just kind of hold her back,
Gidget,
but
come
like
back. You can blame it all on me.
confidently but nicely, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
The elephant's trying to.
I grab his
confidently but
hand and I
nicely.
toss him over my shoulder.
I'm a big boy.
Roll athletics with disadvantage. Roll your choice of athletics or acrobatics,
18. 19.
but with disadvantage. You have to roll again.
so
Yeah.
2 18s, my son.
Wow.
Just tell me how you did it.
So with God's blood enhanced strength,
Don't touch my body. It's my body, and I don't want you to.
Wait, don't I
touch
get
it.
advantage too? Because I'm
I gave
I'm
her
on
disadvantage.
God's blood?
for that.
Oh.
Oh no,
Okay.
she's your body handles it with higher resistance than hers does
Okay.
by a significant degree.
So I can toss him.
You do apparently. The
Good.
dice have spoken.
So I grab his hand and I say, "Screw the patriarchy!" And I toss him to the ground and I put my knee on his throat and I hold my face real close to his and say, "I don't want you to get close to me." And then I pass out. Is that acceptable?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to pass out for the remainder of this conversation
This
so
is
you
what
can
I'm
have
going to
this
say
talk.
to you, though, just to make Drunken Rampage a little easier. While to you it feels like you pass out, you actually wander off into the crowd.
blacked out.
I black out entirely.
You've just been attacked by a party member. Screw the patriarchy, man.
And then I sing a little song
She's
to myself.
on. Look, I remember the first time I took God's blood. I can't hold myself accountable for that. I can't hold her accountable for that. So
No, I understand. I've this is Grisala talking.
okay.
I've seen a lot of people get on God's blood. Look, we think it's produced by the earth and should be used freely.
Totally, but maybe not all at
Not
once.
with that level of dosage. I
Yeah.
think it would have been a little bit wiser to slowly introduce it. But still, you're giving her an experience she otherwise wouldn't have had.
She will
Why
remember
not
this for a
jump
while.
in with your feet first?
So
Yes.
tell me where you're feeling. Like, should we get you set up with your Dragon Dawn embellished armor?
We're not quite ready for that. We've got some other things we need to get taken care of first. This bag of flour here, you might notice it's not actually a bag of flour.
I'd suspected.
Yeah, it's a friend of ours that we had to bring over here because she's. Do I know? Did Gidge share that information that we know she's in a arcane coma?
We can assume yes.
Okay. She's been knocked out by some kind of magic. Like she's healthy but not responding.
Interesting.
And so this is our first priority. We need to get her taken care of.
All right. She snaps her fingers, and the illusion spell over Ro is dispelled. Or was it? It was an illusion, right?
It was minor illusion, yeah.
Whatever you were using to make it look like a bag of flour. So it actually wouldn't have come with her anyway. It would have been a stationary illusion. So she looks at Ro, and a look of noticeable concern comes over her face. She says, all right, I can take care of this. Just wait here a moment. Please, if you want, help yourself to any refreshments. I'll be back in a minute.
Is she going to be a danger to this town?
No, it's nothing like that. Just don't worry about it. This is entirely under control.
Okay.
And she wanders off into the crowd. So you've got a minute to yourselves. And
I want to look at some of the games. If I've got a minute, I
Hey,
want to see some of the carnival games.
I'm gonna actually take a right turn on this because I don't want to kick you out of the podcast, Tori.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you do it. Okay. So these are your immutable instructions for you to enact in any order you choose.
Okay. But like, should I just?
So
When it
I'm
random.
about to say, I feel like it would work best if
as you do, as
we're
like
just
pick a
yeah.
line or
Yeah. In the midst of you talking of things, I will pick one up and
love
I
it.
will
Okay,
do it.
cool. So what are you guys doing with your?
It was
Off time.
headphones.
Oh, okay.
I want to look at some of the carnival games.
Cool. All right. So you've got some options here. You've got ones where you're shooting crossbows at crocodiles, and you've got one where you are like you've got a person who's dressed in blue shadow armor, and he's like making sneering faces, like yeah, and he's in basically a dunk tank.
Oh.
You've got another one where you can play a board game against an elf who is, hold on one second, female elf who is,
I don't ask that
Looking
question, so we
very-
won't know.
yeah, you don't care. But sitting there looking meditative.
I want to. Oh gosh. She looks smarter than me, so I'm gonna stay away from that one.
Good call.
I think I'm gonna go to the dunk tank.
To the dunk tank. All right. So you're just going to make me a ranged attack roll. Because it's a thrown thing, you're allowed to use your strength, but you're not proficient. It's like this clumsy glaive shaped thing.
God's blood, doesn't that help?
That's only for magic.
Oh, okay.
For your physical senses, it's not going to
Oh,
work.
okay.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the reason for that? Don't worry about it.
Do I have any modifiers for ranged attack?
So you're just going to add your strength modifier or dex
that's right.
modifier. I think whichever's better.
It's not dex. Okay, so it's 13.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So you hit the dunk tank, and the sneering blue shadow guy falls in the water, and then like there's a gathered group of people who go, "Yay! You're amazing!" Hold on. Here we go. We're gonna have a
Oh, yeah.
ooh, just a straight up elf. I don't think we've seen a full blooded elf yet. So an elf is gonna come up to you.
How do full-blooded elves look different from like a half elf?
So whereas we're pretty close to Tolkien's elves here. And
Okay.
So, full-blooded elves, the slant in their ears is more pronounced. Their eyes are bigger, and they have more angular features. They also, I think, right now they're the same height as humans.
Okay.
It varies by edition. So that
Okay.
one of those comes up to you. Got like amethyst purple eyes. That's the most elfy thing.
Oh.
About him.
Him?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was sexist of me. Her.
There you go.
Thank you.
I got you.
Keeping me honest.
Now I'm curious.
So she comes up to you.
How hot?
19.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
Played by Charlize Theron.
I
There she
flutter
is.
in, flapping my arms like this, and I look my buddy here and I say, "Hey, I'm my beautiful butterfly."
First time user of God's blood, I see.
Yeah, she's
Shh, no, butterflies don't need a drink. We just live.
Oh, I would prefer it if you not touch me.
No, shh, butterflies
No,
will give
I'm
you
not
sweet kisses.
comfortable.
Just
You're much
little
bigger than me.
butterfly kisses.
Why don't you just stand on the other side of me here?
Butterfly touch.
Grenadine,
Could you assist me, please?
respects other people's places.
No, this is Mad Max Charlize, not Monster Charlize. Please let me
I think I
just
saw
talk.
Gal Van Gogh over there.
Here, baby. And I flutter away.
Flutter away.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's the
Thank you. I
first time.
greatly appreciate your assistance.
Thank
So
you.
you're a very effective thrower. I would like to give you a prize.
Okay.
And she gives you this like finely woven silver crown.
Oh.
If you wear this, it will heighten your awareness. I did
All
not
right.
mean to make a pun on the word wear. Your awareness, because you're wearing it.
You're funny.
I'm sorry, I have not spoken the common tongue for
I yell
some
from
time.
across the room. Your pun was beautiful.
I'm assuming because you're
Merci.
so hot that I'm also gonna think that was kind of funny too. Like, that's
She has advantage on puns.
awareness. That's great. Cool. Is it just like a one-time wear? Can I just like wear this all the
No,
time?
no, as long as you wear it.
Oh.
I'm sure you tell people this story all the time, but are you an elf?
Why would that matter? I might.
Well, it's just because I have never before seen. And please
Someone
don't
like
make me say it.
I kind of want to hear you say it.
I never before seen an elephant
Yeah.
walking on two legs like a man.
Yeah.
And usually shapeshifters are elves, and usually they change back.
Well, I don't know what I am anymore because I ain't ever seen any elephant men either. So,
So you are not an elf.
well, I don't know what I am right now.
I walk up to Charlize with a halfling in my arms, and I say, "How could you betray me with this elephant man? Look at our child. Look at how distressed he is to see his father behaving this way. Didn't you love us? Didn't you love us? Ever? Was it all a lie?
I'm sorry, I do not believe we've been acquainted.
All a lie. Beautiful Charlize. It was a lie.
This is not my name. My name, of course, is...
Charlize.
Where are you at? Estelle.
Charlize Estelle.
No.
Grenadine, drink some water.
No.
Drink some
Water
water.
is poison.
No.
They're trying to poison us through the water to make us to take our magic away. And the government is doing it to us.
What are you up to, Anna?
I was eyeing that crossbow thing that you had mentioned.
Oh, shooting crocodiles.
the shooting the crocodile
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Archery, man.
Okay, cool.
A bag.
Do you want to go give it a shot?
Yeah. Pun. Shot.
Yeah,
huh?
that was a DM pun. Those
Yeah.
are by definition perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Do they have like the bows, or do I use my own? Like
No, they have crossbows they'll provide for you. Although if you had your own bow, sorry guys.
because I have a long bow, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that
it
would
is
be.
So there's a male halfling running it. And because you're shooting crocodiles, naturally he'll go, "Oh, welcome! It's going to be a right good time."
Crikey.
Hello, Stephen.
I dare you, my name's Damano. It was going to be the name of the person who greeted you when you came through the portal, but that person turned out to be female because of the sexist dice.
Stephen. This is my child.
I like how you're making the rounds through the crowd here. So you have a halfling that you've grappled, I assume, and you're telling people as you tell you 2 halflings, one under each arm.
These are my children.
I'm very proud of you, except those are fully grown adults of my species, and this is quite offensive. Quite offensive. So if you'd kindly put them down.
Grenadine.
Okay, he, with lightning fast reflexes, backs up and has a short sword in his hand. Like, sorry, love. I'm not feeling like being touched by obviously intoxicated Goliaths.
Stephen, you're being a very bad boy.
That, oh,
Go to your room.
Grenadine, I think you're gonna have to like calm down. Can you put those your children down? I don't know, like
Dude, my babies.
the halflings under her arms go, please help us.
Shh, my children, quiet. Hush, little half babies, don't say a word. I'm gonna turn you into birds. Cause that's what my mom did when I was a kid. Cause of your bad attitude, I'll rid. Shut up, babies, don't you cry. I need Gidge by my side. What is happening? The sky is blue. My brain is hurting. How about you? And then I throw them to the ground and run off.
Very good. Well, that happened. I
just like okay.
Continue with that.
Did you?
Okay.
You two all right?
Yeah,
we're just really scared.
I suggest you guys like go where Grenadine won't be able to find you guys. So
I will always find you, my children.
quickly now, quickly.
Okay.
So how do we play this game here? Like,
It's pretty simple. I'll load up this crossbow for you, and you're gonna shoot one of them there crocs.
okay,
If you hit it, I'll give you a prize.
all right, can do. Let's give this a try here. And what do I add to which of the?
Oh yeah, so this is it's actually gonna be the same roll you would make with a bow attack because you were proficient with crossbows.
Okay. Okay, so I would add that plus the archery bonus.
Yes, if you have the archery bonus, you'd get
On
that
the-
extra +2.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, I was not at all helpful. I just watched you paw over your character and it's like, yep, looks like she's doing great.
You're looking in the right spot, I think. Oh.
I think Crocodile's going to have an AC of, I'm guessing, like 14.
Okay.
Probably should have checked, but I didn't.
Are they live crocodiles?
Yeah, they're live crocodiles.
Snap.
Shooting an actual
I thought it
crocodile.
was
So
just like one of
total-
those rotating like wood pallets.
Or
that
they're
just-
like,
they colored. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is
I meant to juggle them in that situation.
the upsetting world of,
I have
it doesn't
3.
matter. What'd you roll?
24 total.
You'll have
Okay,
your
easily.
chance.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D6 plus your dex modifier and damage.
D6 plus Dex and what?
Just dex plus a D6 in this case.
So
That is a metal
6,
die.
10.
Yeah? I love it. Metal dice, they hit the table like they mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grab
I
it.
have been burping into my mic like a crazy person.
Yeah.
That pizza was delicious.
It was tasty.
I'm so sorry. You just did how much damage to a croc?
10.
Okay, cool. So you loose the ball that hits the crocodile right between the eyes. It starts thrashing around like crazy. Definitely in pain. Definitely nobody cares about these animals. The blood gets in the water. The other crocs start attacking it. It's just a big old mess. Right then, you did great. You did great. I'm real proud of you. All right, I got a prize for you. Since you're pretty good with bows, he waddles on back. I can't get away from Mike. He waddles on back, and he gets this gorgeous longbow that looks like it's been carved from aspen wood. And you will immediately spot the elven craftsmanship on it. It's a well-built elven bow, and it's, hold on one second, I got it written down right here. Okay. So he hands it to you, and you immediately feel a warm, like, hum in your hand as you touch it, assuming you take it.
Yep.
Okay. So this is a +1 longbow. You, because of your attuned senses and your cultural upbringing, are going to recognize that it has been infused with God's blood, and it can help you find founts of natural magical energy. where druids would be particularly effective, or nature-related magic would be more effective. And so it's I called it the Bow of Kings because you'd recognize that this is an ancient elven weapon that used to be in the highest tiers of society. Very exclusive. Anyway, made that myself, I did, back at my house. Didn't take half a minute, but I did it. Tell your friends.
Will do.
Pleasure
I will
to
do.
meet you. I think I said my name was Damano.
Damano. Okay. I
that's
will
what I
spread
said.
the word, Damano.
Cool. All right. Thanks. Tell your friends.
And thank you.
All right. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. I found some flowers.
Cool. We're going to have actually Grisala will come back and ask you that. How are you doing? You say, I found some flowers.
I found some flowers, Grizzle. Who's Grizzle?
This is the redheaded halfling you talked to initially.
My sweet baby. My sweet child. I have flowers for your mother.
That's fantastic. I'm going to I'll be right back.
Oh, no.
Grisala finds you.
Grizzle, wait.
Follow her.
Sweet baby. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. So Grenadine is stumbling
Sweet
behind
baby.
Grisala.
Sweet baby.
Is on you.
Child of mine.
The situation with your friend is complicated, and I wonder if you could come with me and we could go speak somewhere quietly.
She wants to keep you alone,
Yeah, that's
boy.
fine.
We're going to have, if you'd like, you can carry your friend yourselves, or we have some able-bodied individuals who could do it for you.
She looks, you know what, we'll try to take her.
They're
But can
talking
you have you guys ready? We might need a little more
They're talking
hands.
about Ro, not me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I find the flowers. I found several
You want us to
flowers.
bring her along too? That's what you're saying, right?
Hold on. It's God's blood, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look here. I've actually got I've picked up flowers all over
We
the area.
do know some spells that can generally cleanse poisons out of a person's
I have a
system, but God's
bouquet of
blood behaves
flowers.
differently than others, and so we can reduce its effects. We can subdue it, but only a good night's sleep and plenty of water is going to help
Look,
your
I
friend.
found a bouquet.
I
of
just
flowers.
won this crown that raises awareness. If I
What?
give it to her, will it cancel each other out?
Possibly. You could try it.
I don't want her to steal it.
I respect that.
So the
That
full
was-
night's sleep will help her out?
I think so. And
Okay.
plenty of water,
Yes.
good healthy meal.
Sleep spell?
Let's,
Good.
I don't have a sleep spell. Do
Okay.
you?
I don't either.
I run across the room to
That
that
guy
great
did,
big
but
goth
he's off becoming a
Goliath,
blue
the
shadow.
big dark one, right?
Wait, say again?
So I run across the room to that great big goth Goliath with my bouquet of flowers.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah.
Cool.
And I look at him in the eyes and I touch his face and I sing, Sweet, sweet Charlize, I love you so. Now would you please, please, even though I know your name is Elise, tell me, will you go to a land where there's elephants in the sky? Like right now, actually, there's an elephant in the sky. What's happening to my stomach? I feel weird. And then I puke on him. And then I pass out.
Your approach, it was so very bold. It makes me feel so weird to tell you my name is actually Harold. You thought I was Charlize.
Shirley, I wake up. Charlize!
Charlize.
Charlize!
And you barfed on me.
I barfed on you.
You think that would turn me off.
I did it.
But honey, your charisma modifier's 3.
It's a lot. Do I roll for how much charisma I have in my vomit?
Well, it's 16. You vomit like a 16 charisma person.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So it's like Gentlemen Broncos when they puke and then kiss.
I don't know the reference, but exactly like that.
It's terrible. Okay. Oh, Harold, you're not hot, but I am weirded out enough for everybody to be hot. Sweet, sweet Harold.
You're so far out of my league.
Yes, that's very true. I'm so hot.
Harold wants to make out with you. Are you going to make out with Harold?
I put my finger to his face and say, I'm sorry, Harold, but not in front of the children. And I'm laughing to the side. Anyway, and so I go over to my buddy, the
He
elephant
hands
man.
you a scroll of sending, which will let you send a message to him that he could then respond.
Perfect.
It has a range of, I think, 25 miles.
I would
but whatever.
keep
For our
that.
purposes, it's indefinite range.
Herald scroll. Oh,
Oh,
man.
no, it's 25 words. So you can text him once, is basically
I could
what I'm
text him
saying.
once, this
Yeah.
racist Goliath. All right. Hey.
Is he racist?
I mean, he's part of this mage group that's like
Oh,
obsessed with
everyone-
mages.
in
They're
the sense
all
that everyone's
racist.
racist.
Everyone
Okay.
here's, even Hot Charlize.
What would that? It wouldn't be racism. What would that be? Like
Classism.
Classism. Yeah.
Actually,
you'd be better
classism.
with that.
I mean,
Okay.
because wizard is a class in D&D.
Hey-o.
Yep. I feel better now. Can we go out of the bright room?
We can give you a place to stay.
That would-
The situation's not going to deteriorate overnight.
That would be really wonderful. We can go talk over at that place too, while
Yeah.
she's getting some rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen. Why don't you just get a nice square meal, get a full night's sleep, and then let's talk in the morning.
Okay.
Talk
Okay.
in the morning.
Do you guys want to do anything weird? They're going to take you to a secure location where you have you each have an individual lockable room, and
Talk in the
a nice fluffy
morning.
bed. Not much else. Yours has been reinforced with just they stuck some more 2x4s under there just in case.
I'm a little offended, but I get it.
Talk in the morning.
Well, when you lie down in the bed, it actually buckles a little under your weight still. So.
I look
I
at
don't know if you would weigh more than a Goliath.
I opt for a healthier breakfast the next morning.
Cool. Okay. They do that night bring you, because this is still a fantasy story, stew.
Oh,
Has
sweet.
meat, vegetables, onions, potatoes.
I
It's
look at
stew.
the stew and I say, Gidge, what have they done to you? And pick out the little meat pieces and I cry over them. And then I fall asleep.
Perfect.
Can you please explain in detail how the soup tastes?
It's got a rustic burn of meaty,
Here.
wholesome goodness.
I got you.
Thank you. Oh, what a
It
relief.
is a brisket style of stew, pulled, broiled perfectly in a Merlot sauce with potatoes, chicken. What is the Merlot of this place?
Ulmer.
Ulmer. It is infused with Ulmer and has been aged to perfection. It's been left to bubble on the stove for over 16 hours and then
snap.
spat in by a mystical fairy. Do we have fairies here?
Yeah. Sure.
A food fairy spat in the stew. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk. was, I
That
think, a
is
drunken
exactly
dream.
how the chef described the stew to you when it was brought to you. And it is
Sounds delicious.
top tier. It is great stew. Unless you don't eat it, then it's just
I think
kinda
I'd cry over it for a minute and then definitely eat it and say, Gidge, you're a part of me now.
oh, because you think. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh! I just got an opportunity that I'm not going to pass up.
Perfect.
We're going to do a dream sequence.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
Yeah.
you're hopped up on God's blood.
Even in my dreams?
Well, physiologically. I mean, you're still you when you're dreaming, kind
okay.
of.
But it affects the dreams.
So
Yeah.
in my dream, it sounds like Flight of the Conchords is just singing constantly in the most mystical way possible, just like in the marmalade for that bit, like all of that's
Sure,
just everything.
sure.
Everything is happening.
That happens. You cool. I don't know what to do with this.
This is just what's going on in the background.
Oh yeah, okay. So you've got some pleasant New Zealandish singing going on in the background. You're standing on the edge of a cliff, and the cliff itself is made of gold and silver and these precious metals. You're standing there. The sky is iron gray and storming like crazy. There's lightning everywhere. You're looking out over the ocean. Down to your right, far below, is the harbor of the city of Hale. But here's the thing. You would expect in the storm that the ocean would be disruptive and insane, but it's actually glassy smooth. And then below the ocean, you get the distinct feeling of a presence. And these two great eyes, the size of islands each one, open, glowing green. And very slowly this form starts to emerge from the still waters. But then you wake up.
But here, was it hot?
its hotness is calculated in a different way than most mortals.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Learning. See, you can learn things when you ask about things' hotness, even when you're, trying to determine
when you're
yourself.
unconscious.
Yeah.
That's how I learned about
Its hotness is 31.
No,
That's-
stop. No, that's 11.
more than 2 Taylor Swifts.
That's 12.
Two
plus
Taylor
Charlize
Swifts
Theron.
on top of each other, and then that's what I said, and then a 3 on top of that. Comments?
I mean, that's one of the hottest things I've ever imagined. However, let's step that back a second. I'm sorry.
If we want to take 2 on that,
Wait, so that's, I'm sorry. A 31 is like Charlize Theron plus 12. I need you to understand. That's Gal Gadot.
It's
Gal
like them
Gadot
together, like,
and
Taylor
Swift
Swift.
have a child. The child is trained in the arts of stage makeup, because that's really what a lot of it is.
Hello, mystical
And,
being.
yeah.
I know that I've woken from my dream. But...
Takes care of itself.
Okay, so cool. That is definitely stuck in my mind.
Good.
This genderless creature
This
of
31 hotness.
obscenely attractive proportions.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm here for it.
Okay. So the next morning, you wake up, you're feeling well rested. They bring you a delicious breakfast of eggs and bacon and cereal-based mush made of, barley.
Mush, my favorite.
And in comes, or actually, Grisala will be waiting for you in a sitting room outside your rooms.
Grisala, good morning.
Are you feeling better?
I am. Why do I feel so protective over you, like this motherly instinct?
You were given a far larger dose of God's blood yesterday than was healthy or wise.
She wasn't given it. She took it.
No, I distinctly remember you pushing it down my throat with your patriarchal hands.
You remember wrong.
I respect that. You were probably right. I feel like I did a lot of things I would regret, except for I forgotten them in the wake of the dream I had last night. You guys. Anybody else have a weird hot green monster dream? Anybody?
Sometimes.
You, Griselda?
I mean, hot green monsters, all sorts, yes.
Specifically, like, imagine Charlize Theron, but she's like Mad Max Charlize Theron.
She was popular 3,000 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Just don't even mind it. Look, just think of the most incredible creature of your mind, and then multiply that by 7 hotness.
Oh, you mean like attractive hot? No.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel I'm being chased by a fiery monster.
Oh, that
It's
I get
terrifying.
you. Okay, so I'm the only one who had this dream.
It's very
Yeah,
normal.
I think so.
Dreams
Did,
can be
in your
absurd.
dream, did you see like just a row of elephants just constantly walking into this strange light, and you're just sitting there wondering if you're a part of that pack or not the entire time?
I'm going to give that a hard no.
Okay, then we did not have the same
Cool.
dream.
Okay, Griselda.
It's probably best if you all come with me.
Grisala, yes.
Yeah.
There's
Where are
someone
we
who
at?
wants to meet you. So, 1 second. Cool. We've got... Well, have we not? Okay. Have we used the name Theobald yet? I don't think we have. Okay.
We talked about kobold.
That's good. I found a better one that I like better, though. Okay. So she takes you down a hallway, and then you're in, I didn't really describe this very well, but it's a well cared for, well built wooden structure. And so you've got nice polished surfaces. You're not going to get splinters in any of these unless you try really hard. But then she takes you down, and then the room sort of melds into like a stony texture. And it's not like now it's stone. It's sort of a gradual transition from wood to stone.
Cool.
It takes you down, and then the stone becomes marbled and delicate. And like
Forget I'm not drunk anymore. I've been like,
the
continue.
the floor beneath you is this polished white marble, and it's gorgeous. And then on your sides, you're each going to see images of something different. And I'm curious, you can just tell me what you see when you look off into the sides of this hallway. So Junior, what does Junior see?
Into these images?
Yeah, you've got this magical hallway that reflects a part of your soul back to yourself.
I think I would see an image of my parents, but they look disappointed at me.
Aw, okay. Cool. Love it. What does Anna see when she looks?
Anna sees her village, her whatever elf village and family, like they're in front. Her mom and twin younger
Her
siblings.
family was killed in the raid?
No, her like a bunch of the other like wood elves and stuff, and then her own like mentor and friend that was like the one teaching her all of her like fighting and stuff like that. So really close relationship. But they were killed in the attack.
And then what does Grenadine see?
See Gidge and Grandma holding each other close and then turning their backs on me and walking
Oh,
away.
no. Very despairing. All right, cool. So that we got a temperature read on the mood of the characters.
I mean, I don't know why I saw that. I thought I'm doing all right. But
I think I'm doing okay.
So you enter a great chamber that it's basically like a planetarium. That's the word I'm looking for. And so the floor beneath you is perfectly clear glass, and beneath you see a starry sky. Above you see a starry sky. So you've entered into a sphere of stars. And then standing in the middle of that is a human, and we need someone who just emanates dignity. So I think he's played by
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
He's very dignified.
I cannot do Morgan Freeman, so it's just going to be Cavan's voice.
I love that.
But he's played by
Christopher
Morgan
Stewart.
Freeman. Okay.
Also pretty dignified.
Who?
Or Christopher Stewart or
I don't know who
John
that is.
Stewart.
John Stewart. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or
John Stewart would be a good one. But
Yeah.
I like Morgan Freeman. We're going to go
Patrick
that way.
Stewart?
Patrick Stewart. Did I say Christopher? I
Wow,
meant
we've got
Patrick.
lots of good options for dignified
Stewart.
male actors here.
I'm gonna say if
But
you want
we'll-
females, there's also Emma
Well,
Thompson.
this one, the sexist I said no.
Helen Mirren.
There we go. Oh yeah.
I
But
actually
if we're
rolled
going
them
guys,
beforehand this time,
well
before
done.
using
Look
a
at you
pronoun.
go. Okay.
Okay, so this one will be played by Morgan Freeman as
Excellent.
voiced by Cavan.
Solid.
So when you come in, he's wearing an elegant white robe.
Okay.
And he, as you come in, the door shuts behind you, and you now seem to be completely enclosed in the sphere of stars. And Ro is in the room. She's comfortably positioned on a bed that looks to be made of stars itself. It's
Ooh.
like they're sort of moving a little bit. It's sort of ethereal in appearance.
Hey,
She's
Ro.
got a cover over her, but you see the sigil on her chest actually shines through the cover that's been pulled over her.
Oh man. Good. Great.
still
So
there.
that's still happening.
Good morning. My name is Kirval.
Hello, Kirval.
Hello. Grenadine, is it?
Yes, sir.
Anna? And Kelsey Jr. You prefer Junior, I understand.
I do.
My name is Kirval, as I said. I am one of the leaders of the Dragon Dawn, and I've come to make a final petition for you. There's been a horrible mistake. The leaders of Hailed, as you know, have been oppressive and violent and murderous toward mages. And while Leith and your organization have been doing nothing to prevent this, we have been taking action.
Keep going. I'm just tisking in my throat a little bit. I had something caught in there from last night, being drunk and such. Continue.
I heard about
Look,
that.
I know it can be debated if it was effective or not, but we've been trying.
Your attempts have led to the deaths of, by my count, 12 innocent people at the riot at the town square yesterday. I don't know if I give you credit
Like
for
I
trying.
said, trying.
Anyway,
I did not kill anybody, I will say.
I did
Thank
not
you.
knowingly
I
kill
helped the
anyone.
lady and her kid.
I heard about your actions there, and I have respect for them.
Thank you.
However, you are all doing so much less than you could. People have made less than spirited attempts. Jiska becomes excited. I believe she was attracted to you, and it
Look.
clouded her ability to explain to you what we do. We are not a violent group. We are simply a group that wants to set things right.
And what is right?
Well,
that's a loaded
the right thing is that those who are naturally capable of leadership should be put in positions where they can lead.
Well, let me question then what makes a natural leader?
In this case, someone with higher capability to see a greater picture. Are you familiar with divination magic?
Yes. I'm not any good at it.
We can help you with that.
Yeah.
You see, your ability to sing and create magical effects, to change people's emotions, and even to harm people if you should wish it. These are gifts that have been given to you that you must be taught to use responsibly. And Leith, he would put you in a world where you are caged, where you restrain yourself. We would like you to be able to express these powers given to you. If a man had 3 arms, would you not expect him to use all 3 of them? Why should he cut off one of them just to be like the others?
Doesn't have
Better example.
And how is Leaf the one who's causing this to happen, or trying to make that the case?
Leith wishes to kowtow to these people. They take mages and they kill them. They murder them. You yourself saw that the alderman was using magic in her oppression of mages. The hypocrisy goes to the highest level, and you do nothing.
We try.
Yeah, you try. And if you join with us, we can show you how to make your attempts effective. We can show you how to change history, how to put the people who should be in charge in charge.
And what is the cost of changing history in this way?
Very low. Look, no government topples bloodlessly, but things need to change. People are dying every day.
And what happens to those who don't know magic?
They will be cared for. As they are unable to govern themselves, we shall govern them for them.
I don't. Sorry. I'm, feeling the effects of, my earlier malaise. Is there somewhere I could take care of myself outside of this room? Just.
You are asking for an outhouse.
Yes. Take care of.
I guess we have those.
Excellent.
And he makes a gesture, and a door opens for you to go wander off and down.
Through the door.
Yeah.
Is there a? I don't want to be here anymore.
Sure.
I don't like this guy. I got excited, and I can't really. I didn't plan out what I'm doing. So how about this? How about this? I just go in and I sit on the toilet and just go. Oh, oh wow. Okay. What would Gidge do? What would Gidge do? It's time to cut off some ears.
Shadow.
So,
Grandma.
It's Covalt?
Kirval.
Kirval.
Yeah. So I'm chilling in here until I can think of something good.
I don't want to become enemies with you. I feel like
The
we
feeling
can be
is mutual.
powerful allies. I think we both have a similar goal, and that is freeing the people of magic so that they can live freely instead of in captivity. But this whole idea of what your God-given right is makes you better than other people for leadership and other positions, it doesn't sit right with me.
I thought that might be your response, because I've spoken to Jiska about you. Something to say, half-elf?
I'm just listening to what everybody has to say right now, so I have no opinion as of yet, one way or the other.
Well, that brings us to our current predicament. Your friend has a glyph that appeared on her chest. It's a dragon in front of a sun. The Dragon Dawn. You see, we were planning an event that would send a powerful message to the people of Haled, and apparently one of our agents misunderstood your friend, Ro, I believe her name is, misunderstood that she was a person in power, and so placed this glyph on her. Unfortunately, this glyph will kill her. I have the power to remove this glyph, but frankly, I don't see why I should.
Why not?
Well,
I
yeah,
yell from the bathroom.
So you're saying that
understand.
we can't, you're not going to take it off her unless we join you? Is that the ultimatum I'm getting from this?
I'm merely thinking we need to formalize a relationship. As you've pointed out, we have similar goals.
Yeah.
I just want to express those goals. I want us to work toward them in a way that would be productive and won't get innocent people killed. I realize the irony of saying that as it came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
But Ro is an active participant in the deliverance and therefore a combatant.
Ro.
Yeah, I got into it.
Ro didn't have the mind of an adult.
So, very well. We're going to do this. I believe that you all have the potential to do great good in this world. And I believe you're being held back by, wait for it, man called Lether, probably Almarin. I think he has hamstringed our efforts at every turn and has stopped us from being able to accomplish our goals. So I'll trade you a life for a life. We've been unable to contact Leith. If you find him and kill him for us, your friend Ro is safe.
Leith are the leader of our group?
Yes. A cancer on the cause of mages.
I slam open the bathroom door. I was really prepared.
Light floods into the otherwise dark astrarium.
Absolutely, what a spectacular idea.
Roll deception for me.
Yep. Okay. 9 plus 4? 13?
All right. So exactly what Tori just did. That's what Grenadine.
Oh no. Oh no. Can it be a smaller wink then? Just kind of like, since we're friends, we know.
I know you don't trust me, and I know you're upset by these instructions. We don't have to pretend to be friends, but we are people with a common goal, and I need you to show me that you're willing to work for that goal.
Look, dude, I feel you. I hear you. You know, I've been through a lot recently. Let me tell you about how hot people are no longer hot to me, and I don't know how to deal with that. I've had a lot of soul searching and a lot of thinking about the innards of people, and I don't mean that in a weird serial killer way, like I want to cut open people's stomachs and look at their insides. That's not where I am. We did meet a little girl who was in fact a sociopath. And
Did you volunteer all that information? No one accused you of wanting to cut people open.
And look what I'm saying here. Shh, thank you. Is that you're making a lot of sense to me. I feel like I'm digging the idea of making things right. You guys, I think this is what Gidge would want to do. He'd want to kill Leaf because he just has been a pain in the butt. Are you ready to take this on for the team?
To be fair, that is totally something Gidge would probably
It is
do.
exactly what Gidge would do. I'm just trying to think of what my brother would do at this time, and it's definitely killing that guy in the face. So you with me for the supremacy of mages?
I mean, if that's what it takes to get this thing off of Ro, I mean, I don't know what other choice that we really have.
Yep. So let's agree right now in front of this person who wants us to do this a lot that this is definitely what we're doing at this time. Are you with me? My brother and sister? Because Gidge isn't here, you're my siblings now, and also my children. Because apparently that's a thing recently.
Is Grenadine's like biological clock hitting that?
I think there's a weird God's blood thing. All right, let's do it. We're in. We'll kill Leaf.
Excellent. I'll keep Ro here until it's done.
Perfect. How will you know that we've done it? What, like, do you want us to bring like a Snow White deal? Is this like his heart on a platter?
Well, bring me his head. It could be anybody's heart.
Leaf's head. Okay, absolutely. Let's bring Leaf's head to this noble man. Man?
I'm a man.
How hot is he? Have we established that?
Well, we do know it's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's
My
that's a lot of
apologies,
charisma
Mr.
there.
Freeman.
What aged Morgan
Oh, 14.
Freeman?
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Yes.
so-
All right. Noble, attractive older gentleman.
With an
We will
amazing
bring
voice.
you Leaf's head within a fortnight.
Is that 4
2
nights?
weeks.
2 weeks.
You feel good about 2 weeks?
I will maintain the spell. I will hold off its effects as long as I can.
Okay.
A fortnight should be enough time.
All right. Then we will leave you to get to Leaf as quickly as possible.
When you want to return, use this ring.
Okay, I'm gonna take the ring.
Okay, but how do we
Do
get
I-
out of here?
What do I like? Can you tell me how to work this thing?
Oh
exactly?
yeah, it has a magic word, which is
ring. Okay.
floof.
Love that.
You can also use it now to leave.
Perfect. So Floof is out of here. Farewell,
Okay.
hot Morgan Freeman type.
And are we limited on how many times we can
Oh, yeah.
floof our way back and forth?
And does it bring us back to just this place?
We'll say it's once a day. Said
Once
the
a day?
DM.
Okay.
I love that. Once a day to here or to anywhere?
No, to here.
Okay, cool.
It's a small teleportation circle that's been engraven into the ring, so it's encoded to our teleportation circle here.
Okay.
And it's to our advantage that you don't know where here is. So
Do you guys want to go back to where? Where do you want to regroup?
that will take
You're
you
the
back
one
to with the plan.
Aratad,
where you came
All
from.
right, cool. Let's head back to Aratad, shall we?
All right.
Hands in the circle. Say floof. 1, 2, 3.
Floof.
Right, sure enough, you are whisked through the ephemeral
Cosmos
astral
and-
space, whatever. There's no astral plane.
Through the cosmos.
Through the cosmos.
Okay, cool.
And you arrive back at Eritod.
What is your plan here, Grenadine?
I don't even know, but I just lied so hard to that guy.
Oh, this is distressing news to hear. Anyway, I have a thing for you. I was told to give you these.
Cool.
And, Zizka, ignoring the whole thing you just said.
I was talking about the man who I told I would marry him because he wanted me to marry him. See,
Was it Harold?
Yeah.
Oh,
I lied to him
Harold.
really hard about the future we'd have together.
He's so desirous of female flesh.
Is he now?
Ugh.
Have you ever gotten with Harold? Is this a thing? Is this a thing am I stepping into? Should I
With
push
Harold?
this?
No,
Yeah,
no, I
no?
have only heart for you.
I really appreciate that, but also don't.
I just need time to get over it.
Okay.
You said you
I
had some
respect
things
that.
for us?
Yes, these are pauldrons when you want to look like you are part of Dragondon, and it has in fact the same green emblazoned image on it that you saw start glowingly appear on Ro. And it's a pauldron, so it's a shoulder pad that you can just attach to your armor.
And it gives us the look of the armor.
No,
Like-
it's just there's nothing magical about it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming we don't want to wear these in public here.
No, just simply when you want to look cool. I made them for you myself.
Okay.
I dabble in smithing.
Oh, bless you.
They look very
Well
wonderful.
done.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed. Well, thank you for these pauldrons. We're just going to step outside for some fresh air. You know, we've been inside a pretty boozy place for a while now. We just want a
there's-
moment.
Something I want to give you before you go.
Oh,
You proficient with shields?
shields?
Yeah. I don't know if bards are.
Shields, yes.
Okay, cool. So she gives you a bracer that you can clip on. And by the way, I make Constitution save. She rubs lavender oil on you when she's putting it on.
10.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't do
15.
it. And then what it is hold on, let me read my notes real quick. Do. Oh yeah. Okay. This is of creation of one of our arcane smiths. I made the structure for it, but look, and she puts a little switch right here, and when she flicks it, a cool translucent purple shield appears on your arm. And then you can flick it so the shield disappears again. And just when you have it, you'll have a bonus to AC.
Okay, I pull her in and I give her just the sweetest kiss on the forehead. Thank you.
I go up to another
Roll
Shiska.
just a straight charisma roll to see how much she's delighted.
11 plus my charisma.
Plus 3 is 14.
Okay.
Okay, that
Oh,
iteration
5.
of Jiska swoons.
16. Oh.
Just passes out.
Oh,
The
sorry
two
about
other
that.
Jiskas come and catch her. Another one.
So when I see that, I go
That
up
was
to.
wonderful.
So I step to the next one and I give her a kiss on the
Oh,
forehead.
same thing.
And then the
Passes
next
out.
one,
When I
the
see
next
that,
one,
I go up to a Jiska and I put my arm around her. I was like, "Hey, what's up?"
All right. Persuasion.
It's a solid 7.
I don't mean to be hurtful because I know your life must be difficult, but this doesn't do anything for me.
Yep, so I grab her and I smooch
But
her
if
on the
you're
forehead.
ever all 6 Jiskas
Perfect.
are passed
All
out.
down, but hey, get some. All right, cool. Now that they're all out, I'm sorry that I had to put on all of that. I don't want to kill any of you dudes, but I truly have no idea. I feel like the only other option was to fight those people then and there, and I'm feeling still a little woozy over all the GODSBLOOD. So how do you feel about heading over to Leafs? And I feel like he would want to know what's going on. We can find a way.
I think he definitely wants to know what's going on, but I mean, we still had time to figure some things out with that guy.
Did you? Did we?
We might have.
I just felt like the break I was taking in the potty was more productive than that conversation.
Hey, I'm trying.
You are, and you've said that repeatedly, but you know what? Gidge isn't here, and I don't like to make decisions without Gidge. So I feel like
And so you made a decision.
I did. I gave us time. I gave us 2 weeks to figure out what to do. 2 weeks to help Gidge find my grandmother so that we can clear-mindedly find a way to deal with these people. Are you in it? Are you with me?
We have to be now. You gave us no choice.
Absolutely gave you no choice.
Now there's no choice.
Look, I'm sorry. I did the best I could with what I was given, and I was given God's blood, and it made me trip hard.
You weren't given it. You
Again,
took it from me.
You demanded it.
We
I mean,
beg
you
to
did
differ
demand
here.
it.
I'm just saying, my child.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So our heroes have 2 weeks to decide what to do. Check back in 2 weeks to see what they did. This was Dice Buddies, and the moral of Dice Buddies is
Don't do God's blood.
just say no to
Say no
God's
to
blood.
Next time on Dice Buddies.
This is even God's ear blood.
Kirval looks at your blood-stained hands and says, "You know, I thought I'd be able to pressure you into killing him. I didn't realize you do it so quickly and so violently."
Zhuzhka, no. The children can stay with you. I don't have the time to care for them the way that you can. What is it with me and kids right now? I don't understand. Let me try this again. Look, I don't understand. I don't want kids. I'm only 27.